Well, anybody know who Kate Clark is.
Yeah.
She literally is a brand. The girl makes money. The girl made money off the McDonald's deal. The reason why she got that the shoe deal, because of now, you promoting two things, the 2K and your new shoe. Well, the new shoe actually look good. I ain't gonna hold you. The new shoe look good. But I mean, I might not buy it, but it looks good. I'll let my plan there, Torian. Be one.
B1. Shout out to Wallow for coming up. Jonathan, are you ready? Okay, you
I'm
came
here.
back. What's going
I'm
on,
ready. What's
Jonathan?
up, man? Yes.
You at your
Oh,
second? You
you
at
got
your
you.
second home?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna be here. I think at home. I'm here like twice a day on Mondays, Wednesdays. But
All right.
yes, I have so much to say because one thing I'm not gonna do is allow people to disrespect my future goddaughter and just let them get away with let them get away with it. So yeah, I did a video about it as well. My thing is like why is RG3 adding more fuel to like as the girls going through enough, and RG3 has been doing nothing but adding more fuel to the fire to the point that it's going to really put a target on Angel Reese's back, and he's doing all this to please not just Masa but his Masa wife. What's happening, brother? What's happening, man? But I'm telling you right now, if someone ends up following Angel Reese around or what I'm saying, somehow finding her and all that, RG3 is gonna be the first person come to mind because he did all this to motivate and spice up his psycho white audience. And I'm gonna really want Shaq to do more than that, just punch him in his face. Like, like you like for one thing, like remember what you said like everyone said. He reposted the photo and he said Angel shouldn't be depicted as a monkey, and he could have just left it just like that, and he added more of this BS talking about all this stuff about her sharing stuff about threatening his family, sexual stuff with his children. He's trying to get that girl hurt. Angel is not even demonic like that. She, she's not even like that sickening like some racist white folks. She's nowhere as wicked as this white audience who will actually do that to children. So for him to make those lies up and then say someone from her inner circle told him like he was right about her hating on Kayla, bull shit, because that's none of that true. Everybody caught on to that lie, caught on to that lie just like that. I'm telling you, dude, I'm telling you, RG3 must don't know Baltimore is known for some street discipline, some street justice. So it's like, and he played. He was a third string quarterback at Baltimore Ravens. That's the funny part. When he was on his last leg in the NFL, the last team he was on was the Baltimore Ravens, and he was still the trash quarterback he was then. Now he's being as trash, sucked up to the white folks doing all this. Like, hey, let's just say he's lucky I'm not related to Angel Reese because that would be the time I would have them to lose. But I'm gonna let my plan right there, man, because the more I talk about this, the more I'm like getting angry about that because it don't make no sense for no person to do all this to someone please someone who don't really give a crap about you. Uh, Going back to my workout, man.
Appreciate you coming up.
Uh, no problem, man. You won.
One. Shout out to Jonathan for coming up. And yes, for those of you who do not know, yes, Angel is from Baltimore. So she already knows the deal. And I gotta throw this little part in there as well. She is a Taurus just like me. May 6th is her B day. And of course, you know me, I'm May 4th. I just had to throw that part in there. All right, next we got Church. What's going on?
And I am May 10th. Let's go. Shout out to all the
Hey,
Torreses out
hey,
there.
nice.
so, salute to you, family. Hey, man, let me just say this real quick. Jonathan's in the dang gym right now training to fight Brock Lesnar. Shout out to him. Shout out to him, brother. He got on the strict WWE leotard. I like that. You know what I'm saying? let's just go down the list real quick. Bob Griffin, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling him from now on. There's no other way I can address this man. You're now Bob Griffin the third. Uh, I love the fact that Joe Button called him out, but
Hmm.
as you stated, we all know it's cap. I think that Button has been getting on more of a pro black kick all of a sudden. I've been seeing a couple of his other podcasts he's been doing, and he's been taking the language of the black grassroots and he's been kind of trying to sprinkle them in. You know what I mean? So I think he wanted to speak on this because people already knew his podcast position on Angel Reese. And that's why he had to go in at the end and clean it up. It's like, yeah, when we was talking about her, we was just talking about, the basketball. We didn't know it was this racist, blah, blah, blah. That's a lie because I'm pretty sure you didn't seen all these other people's takes, like Jason Fatlock, like
Hmm.
all these other goddamn so-called ESPN sports people, and he knows how ESPN gets down. So if you're telling me that you know how ESPN get down, but you didn't know that they were being overtly racist in this whole situation, you just proved to me that you're a person that can't be trusted whatsoever.
Definitely.
Uh,
It's
what's
like and
his?
like and like and like you said, like it's how could you have not known? Like it was blatantly made obvious going back to LSU when she did the "You Can't See Me" to Caitlin Clark. That's where it
Mhm.
started at. It's like, how did you not see that?
Absolutely. And to be honest with you, the fact that the whole like even her getting Caitlyn being drafted before her and things like that, when people was questioning that, like that should have been an indication right there. Like not the fact that she was drafted before her, but the way that people were responding to people when we were asking, well, why was she drafted before her and she ain't got a ring? You know what I mean? So like the response to that, he should have been able to just pick up. But I digress. Shaq. Now, even though Shaq has done some problematic things in his life, he's become one of my favorite people just by saying that when he broke the third wall, broke the fourth wall, excuse me, that was hilarious to me. I knew exactly what you were talking about as soon
Mhm.
as you asked the question. He looked dead into the camera and made sure he knew that, look, I'm talking directly to you and I will touch you. Pause. And I'm glad he did that because people such as himself, people such as Bob, need to know that the things you say can get you punched in the damn mouth. And Tyson said this best, like, the internet has made people comfortable with talking as if they can't get punched in the mouth. He's one of those people that need to remember that wherever you go, you can be touched. And I'm not promoting violence. What I'm promoting is sensibility. Stop putting yourself in a position to where people will look at you as somebody who needs to be touched. So shout out to Shaq for doing that. I got much love for him for doing that right there. But this shows you how much power this situation has. All the
Mhm.
coons are coming out of the closet to try to speak against it. And I'm surprised that Vince McMahon's lapdog actually stood up for the sister. So I got to give a shout out to Mark Henry too, because he was literally the cover artist anytime WWE was called out for some racist stuff. It was Mark Henry that was sitting there trying to, give cover to Vince McMahon and give cover to the company. So I'm 100% surprised that this man kicked down the coon door and said, you know what, it's time for me to come out the closet on this. So I gotta give some love to him too. So much love to everybody who stood up for this young lady because here's the thing. We're getting to a point in time in history where we're just not allowing this type of nonsense anymore. And we're
Right.
calling out all of these folks and all of these folks are starting to see that it's more popular to respect foundational Black Americans and to put respect on our names. So you're starting to see a lot of these people kind of do a 180.
Hmm.
And I'm cool with that. But I'll land there, family. I appreciate you for having me up, B1.
Appreciate you coming up. Shout out to Church for coming up and be one to him. Next up, we got Second Look. Pam, is that you?
That's me.
Okay, I was about to say 'cause it threw me off because of the name. What's going on, Pam?
Nothing much. I don't even know where that name come from. I'm just gonna let
Boy.
it rock. Good morning, everyone.
What's going
I
on?
to say a couple of things. I think the air is starting to get thick that you cannot be talking to us any kind of way and people not respond to you. Shout out to all those people because when it just comes to basketball, if you've got a critique of Angel Reese in regards to her basketball and her basketball play, go for it because that's what she's doing. She's doing her job. She's putting it out there, and you're to critique that. But for this man to lie on her, talking about she hates Caitlin Clark, whether she did or not, that's nobody's business. And it almost seems like you're trying to get people to come at her, and I have a problem with that,
Mm-hmm.
particularly being a black woman. People put targets on our backs, whether they realize it or not. When you come out and you talk against us, if we have an opinion about something, that's fine. We have an opinion about something, but don't come at us as if our and try to make it seem like the opinions that we have cause for everybody else to come at us. And I am just happy to see that. And I talked on my channel about black men. No one is asking you to jump in front of anybody and beat anybody up, but I do appreciate Shaq and his passive but aggressive stance. Like, hey, stop talking about her, stop it, and looking right in the camera and letting them know. And as a black woman, that made me feel very good. It's like whatever you feel about Shaq and his ways or anything, it does. I mean, just that little statement, lets us know that hey, there's somebody out there that's going to stick up for us, and that's all that we ask for. Just stick up for us. You don't have to agree with everything we say, but just let people know that him posting that picture, first of all, coonish behavior. Why would you put the picture out and then for you to have this self-grandizing little statement down at the bottom about you and your family, centering the YT woman in all of this, trying to make it seem like she is a victim and your children are victimized or something, when you are blatantly victimizing this black woman just to further your channel, for your clicks, for your views, for all of these little different things. All money ain't good money. But I'm hoping that those people that have that rhetoric like RJ3 and want to put it out here on the airways, I hope they think twice. And kudos to, I'm with you when you're right, and I'll talk about you when you're wrong. But kudos to those black men, however you feel about them, that came up and they spoke up for Angel Reese. And that's all I got.
Appreciate you coming up, Pam. All right, shout out to Pam for coming up. Next up, we got Neelix. What's going on?
Hey, so yeah, I agree with everybody what they've said so far. And here's what I want to know. And I want to know if y'all noticed this or not too. RG3, why is he such a gatekeeper for white people? And
He's
what I mean,
you didn't know. Listen, he is a self-proclaimed milkman.
yeah, because I mean, it
As
just,
crazy as that sounds, but yeah.
yeah, I mean, it just seems like if it just seems like anytime there's some type of topic or issue that comes up when it deals with racism, it's like he feels that he has to be the one that comes in and says and tells the black community, okay guys, that's not what it is, this is actually what it is, blah blah blah. And it's like I just don't understand what makes him think that he is more enlightened than us as a
Mhm.
community when it comes to how we're perceived and how we're criticized.
Yeah,
you
that's what it
know
is,
it, it
and that's the thing. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's how a lot of the people who are very off code like him are because they feel like they got that proverbial pat on the head from the alleged dominant society, and basically he's fulfilling what he would perceive as the marching orders from them.
right. Yeah, I just don't get it, and it's like I just don't understand what makes him feel that he's kind of just above how we view and see things. And it's like with Shaq, I can tell in Shaq's voice that it was something that was really deep with him. I think that RG3 really kind of hit some type of nerve in Shaq because, you know, if Shaq is saying that Angel Reese, texts him and he keeps in contact, it's really no telling how she's venting to Shaq about how she feels about everything. She's not going to let the general public know about how she really feels. But if Shaq is really that close to her and is like a mentor to her, it ain't no telling what she's telling him. And what RG3 is saying is affecting Shaq because, Shaq is very close to Angel Reese. So, yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna always support her, because of, the you can't see me type thing that happened back when they were playing college ball. Like, it seemed like when black people called that out, white people and everybody else got mad.
Mhm.
And then it's like now
And didn't
everybody
get
hates
mad,
Angel simply because we protected her and called out the hypocrisy.
and did not get mad when Caitlin Clark had did that to another player. And the thing is, Angel did that as a response to her for what she did to another player who Angel was good friends with. And
Right.
that's basically all it was. It was a response to her. And then when they saw it, I think what it was is that when Angel did it, it had Angel had a little more sass to it, and it went viral. And the thing
Right.
is, and the thing is, when we see something like that through our lens, the usual suspects, they see something else through their
Right.
lens.
Yeah, I just feel like, and it's weird to me that, the WNBA is very popular because I remember back in college, I was taking a sports reporting class, and the assignment that we were discussing at the time, talked about how come women's sports are not as popular as men's sports. And so this guy in my class, he kind of went through, I don't want to say science because at the end of the day, it was still opinion based for him, but he kind of was talking about how, like, oh yeah, when you see a man dunk a basketball in the goal, it's not the same as when a woman does it, and blah 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 blah. And he's kind of going through all the metrics to why, men's sports is more entertaining than women's sports, this, that, and the third. And now I look at what's happening now and how popular the WNBA has gotten simply because of this Caitlin Clark chick and all the controversy. I'm just like, I mean, it's funny how bad controversy is what makes a woman's sport like this popular nowadays,
Yeah,
you know? But that's all I have to say about it.
no problem. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Shout out to Neelix. And we got one more person. Jesse, what's going on?
Be one salute to the family. Be one salute to the chat. Hey, I agree with everything that's been said previous to me. Um, you can't see us. You Caitlin Clark, or not Caitlin Clark. You Angel Reese haters. You Caitlin Clark sympathizers and paraders. We see you, and we not gonna let you stifle our sister and what she's going through. She has made the cover of one of the biggest magazines in sports. That is something to be applauded. And they can't see our sister Angel Reese. They mad because we stood up for her, just like we stood up for Carmelo Anthony. They mad because we exposed the hypocrisy, like the sister previous to me just
and,
said,
and, and also Kyrie.
and Kyrie as well. So we is gatekeeping our culture, we're gatekeeping our people, our athletes, or whatever, because it's FBA versus everyone. We are in this alone, Black family, FBA family. So shout out to Angel Reese. Shout out to her family. Keep doing the damn thing, sister. Keep making them haters mad. They still can't see you. Appreciate you having me up, Torian.
No problem. Appreciate you. All right, and Jesse is the last person to come up and speak this afternoon. Shout out to everybody that came through for this midday live, even though I started an hour earlier. But you know what? Y'all came through and y'all supported, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Church and the Informant Media, aka Jay the Informant, for being members on the channel for 12 and 3 months. I appreciate you. We are about to get up out of here. The next live that I will be doing will be on Sunday for True Crime Sunday. That will be the next live on, well, the pre-show will be on here, but of course the documentary will be watched over there on Rumble. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Y'all will find out what the topic will be on Saturday when I post the thumbnail on the community tab. And also, how can I forget? It's Gavin Long Day. So if you didn't see the post on the community tab, make sure y'all go and acknowledge that. I know a lot of people already did, but in case y'all forgot, today is Gavin Long Day, July 17th, because ironically, his birthday is today too. So you know he did what he did on his birthday, and today is his birthday. So, happy Gavin Long Day. We already we acknowledged Michael Johnson 2 weeks ago. So today is Gavin Long Day. So with that being said, everybody, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe, stay hydrated, stay cool, because it is definitely muggy outside. But most importantly, be one.